Hi guys, welcome back to the Social Tune, and today we're going to be taking a look at the latest album by the Maine, Lovely Little Lonely.
Say you like the sound of cigarettes after sex in our sight. Once you hit her lips and bad behavior, I'm in danger.
You know, if I turn my mind back to the summer of 2015, two things are abundantly clear to me. One, mainstream pop music was pretty damn great, and two, but even so, none of it could hope to match American Candy by the Maine, which ended up being one of my favorite albums of the year and is still one of my all-time favorite summer albums, with great songs like Another Night on Mars, the title track, and especially the jaw-dropping Diet Soda Society, which ended up on my list of the top 50 songs of that year. Basically, when I heard that the Maine were following up that album this year, I got excited. And once I heard the lead-off singles Bad Behavior and Black Butterflies and Déja Vu, I got the feeling that this could be something really special, and it quickly became one of my most anticipated albums of the year. And it's not even the only one of my most anticipated albums of the year to come out on April 7th. Seriously, I feel spoiled. And honestly, while some of those records took me a fair few listens to really get, this one was instant because it's great. It just clicked with me immediately, and just like American Candy, it's bound to go down as one of the best and most underrated pop rock albums of the year. So let's start things off with the production.
When you're next to me and the music's loud, singing headlines see somewhere in the crowd. Yeah, we're up so high they can't touch us now. We are thousands of feet from the ground and won't come down.
So on their last album, they nailed a sound that was very tight and grand, with multi-tracking drums and guitar chords that were definitely audible, but enhanced with echoing effects and blending with their voices. On paper, it sounds awful, but their knack for melodies made it something unique and charming. This album is much the same, only even more refined. The unforgettable hooks on this album just go on for days, from the fantastic opener Don't Come Down, to the thundering guitars on Bad Behavior paired with that wheedling one in the background that gave the song a lot of extra texture, as well as an absolutely killer bridge. Or take the great atmospheric Lost in Nostalgia with some great bass work from Garrett Nicholson that will go widely unappreciated. And speaking of nostalgia, then you have the awesome Do You Remember the Other Half of 23? Ha, nostalgia, get it? I'm so funny. Which has yet another killer chorus and multiple guitars, including an acoustic one on the bridge and a short yet anthemic solo. Then you have Black Butterflies and Deja Vu, which almost sounds like a Neon Trees song. And let's not forget the three transitional tracks, Lovely, Little and Lonely, which all lead the previous track into the next one effortlessly. And I also love that from Lovely to Lonely, they'd gradually get more fleshed out and longer. It's a great little detail that I just loved. The calm, almost instrumental track Lovely, the swell of Little with the faint piano touches and the muffled vocals, that then transition into the guitar that leads into the awesome The Sound of Reverie, one of the best songs here, and last but not least Lonely, with its looping guitar line and hushed vocals about being lost but now found. Honestly, there's not a song here I dislike, and the hooks are all so memorable. And of course, our singers do a great job too. Okay, at this point, the band has been at it for 10 years with almost no lineup changes. They're a very well-oiled machine. Our lead singer, John O'Callaghan, sells the hell out of these tracks, using an interesting tactic where he almost seems apathetic about a lot of the things he's singing about. Which leads me to one of my slight gripes, that being that while I do like his performance here, I would have liked it if he injected it with a bit more emotion. On American Candy, he expressed sadness on songs like the title track and Am I Pretty, or disbelief on English Girls and Diet Soda Society. Whereas on this album, he's much subtler, kind of monotone across its entirety, outside of moments on Taxi and How Do You Feel. And outside of that, our backing vocalists, Garrett Nicholson and Brock Kennedy, do a great job here. lending a lot of atmosphere to the interlude tracks and Taxi. So how do the lyrics compare?
Lose my voice when I look at you. Can't make a noise, so I'm trying to tell you all the right words, waiting on the right words. Just another lovesick afternoon, black butterflies and deja vu, hoping for the right words.
Okay, you may be wondering why I keep comparing this to their last album. Well, A, it's my favorite album by them, but B, the band has admitted that they're building this off of that album's foundation. And in the spirit of that, the lyrics on this album seem to be about growing up and steadily maturing. The exact opposite of the wild, crazy, fun time and the existential moments of their last album. And some of these tracks, like Do You Remember and Lost in Nostalgia, are reflective of the past. Now don't worry, this album still has its incredibly fun, immature moments like the Sound of Reverie and Bad Behavior, but particularly on the former, they're much more introspective, recognizing the emotional turmoil that is going on underneath. As they say on that track, they're no longer 17, they're grown up and no longer blind to the darkness of the world. Hell, on Taxi, the girl in the back of said taxi asks him if the sadness lasts forever, and he says that yes, he thinks it does. It's a little like a Peter Pan story, trying to fly away to escape the pain and sadness of life at the beginning of the album on Don't Come Down, but gradually coming to the mature decision, which culminates in How Do You Feel? About not hiding from your emotions and instead being honest about them. Now this emotional maturity is great, and you really do see it develop across the album. It's just that for me personally, I kind of prefer the wild energy of American Candy, which is ironic considering this album is exposing the denial behind that frame of mind. Still, at the end of the day, this is a great album. They don't take quite as many chances here as on their last project, but the production is more consistent as a whole, with some of the best hooks of their career, so yeah, I hope they continue down this path. So it's an 8 out of 10. Give these guys a listen if you're a fan or if you're just in the mood for some damn great pop rock. It will not disappoint. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If you have any thoughts on this album, please post them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And if there are any other albums coming out in the next month or so, please post them in the comments or tweet them at me at The Social Tune, link in the description. Please subscribe so you don't miss a thing, and until the next time, I'm Finn, and this is The Social Tune, signing off.